energy partnership, and also launching the compact US-India initiative on catalyzing opportunities for military partnership and accelerated commerce and tech for 21st century. So some of the older initiatives being rephrased, rebranded, some new areas of push as well, both sides committing to increase avenues for legal migration as well. Let me go across to Mr. Pinak Ranjan Chakravarty, former diplomat, joining us this evening. Ambassador Chakravarty, thank you very much for joining us. How would you rate the Modi-Trump meeting? Yes, there were a lot of takeaways, a lot of chemistry between the two leaders, but do you feel that a lot of earlier roadmaps that the India-US governments enjoyed, such as the commercial dialogue for that matter, or US-India critical initiative for critical and emerging technologies, do you feel a lot of that has just been changed in nomenclature?
Well, yes and no, in the sense that some of that will continue because the critical technologies, the defense initiatives, etc., will continue. But yes, Trump has come to power on a different, different slogans, different manifesto, and hence he will seek to apply them. And so we will have to get into these kind of details on, let's say, the tariff or the agreement that we are discussing. So tariffs will be one major issue, but that's more give and take, and it will be transactional there. Defense procurement has gone up considerably from the United States, and energy, I think, will again reappear as a major aspect because we have been buying a lot from the U.S. The U.S. and Trump is going to support the, as he said, drill, baby, drill. So there'll be more oil and gas in the market from the U.S. And we have no problem in buying it because we need the energy. And I think we bought last year, I think 15 billion, so it might go up to 25 billion. We will, because we diversify our sources a lot in terms of procurement of oil and gas. And don't forget that we also need the crude oil for the downstream, petroleum products, which India is one of the largest exporters. So, it's all kind of feeds into our exports as well. Anyway, so that point that I was making is that, well, it's a good beginning in my view. There are other areas in which, anti-terrorism, the handover of that the 2611 culprit, Tahabur Rana, and but overall, I would say it has been a good visit, and I would recommend that the agreements or the outlines of the agreements that are contained in the joint statement, they will be followed up, and I think we'll see more progress on those in these domains.
Right. Both sides also announced negotiations on a bilateral trade agreement and how this has to be completed by fall of this year. This would be a multi-sector bilateral trade agreement. Do you think this is too ambitious? Can it be concluded in the next 3 to 4 months?
Well, it can be done, but it's not that maybe it's too ambitious because what Trump will seek is tariff concessions, and how much can we really give a tariff concession? We can give concession on certain items, certain tariff lines. I mean, there are thousands and thousands of tariff lines, but that trading, it doesn't cut across all the tariff lines. So if the US says, okay, these are my 50 items on which I need concessions, India might say, yes, okay, these are my 50 items. Don't forget that while Trump may talk about India's high tariffs and protectionism, they themselves are very, very protectionist in terms of their agriculture. For example, they hugely subsidize their agriculture. And then they have huge non-tariff barriers in terms of, pesticide requirements and fertilizer, residues. These are all there. And so we'll have to discuss that as well. If they say that, because you cannot, the agricultural exports from America, for example, which they have been pressing, are very, very highly subsidized. So we'll have to take a call on that as well.
Right. Ambassador Chakravarty, thank you so much for joining us, putting the visit in perspective for our viewers. Clearly, the joint statement is going to chart out the course of India-US relations, and we're also watching